Okay, so let's just start with our shoulders down. Let's just do a couple of little shrugs. So apologies if I wince a little bit, because yeah, I had a little fall last night. And again. And then, oh, just bring your elbow in. Elbow up. And 2. And 1. And then all the way over. Try and make your breath quite deep. Through the nose. Out through the mouth. And again. And then try and just do a breath for 3 in through the nose. Out through the mouth for 4. And continue with that, just taking an inhale and an exhale slightly longer. Last one. Good, thanks, I needed that. And then just take your shoulders down, nice wide kind of sumo squat, hips back and gently down. You can do that if you want. I'm just trying not to bring my shoulder in. And again. So yeah, if you're decorating, guys, just a word of advice. If you move your bed to a different position and in the middle of the night you might forget, climb on your bed and realise it's not there. And again, which is what I did last night. And let's do 10 more for 10, for 9, for 8, 7, 6, 5 more, 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then just come into your deep warrior pose. Keep the shoulders down, length through. So just try and just do a little bit of rocking. So just kind of bending the knee a little bit more, straightening it a little bit, bending just a little bit, and then bring your arms up as you take the leg completely straight, and then turn to look. Trying to pull the shoulder blades together. Four more. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, I feel all out of kilt, you know, when your shoulders, and then the other side. So again, just bouncing, 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 and then straighten the leg fully as we come up. And for 1, for 2, for 3, 4, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, well done. And then into that wide position, take the arm upwards, take the hips back, draw the tummy in, and into that lovely wood chop. So if you were lucky enough like I was on Saturday night to be out with friends dancing at a grown-up disco, your legs might be a bit tight and far. So this is for all my friends out there who might do the video later. 2, and 1. And the other side. It was nice to be out dancing with people of a similar age. Dancing to 80s and 90s. And again, 5 more for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Sorry, I was just looking just to check that I'm just checking my computer and everything's turned on. And then just gently, I'm just going to take this off actually, I'm a little bit warm now. So we're just going to keep away from weights, guys, just because I don't want to jam my shoulder. But we're just going to really try and work into the legs and the tummy today. So keep the shoulders down, we'll just work through that mobility. And palms up, and then come up and hold for 3, 2, 1. Back down. Good, and again. that's good. At least I've got the movement. And down. 6 more. Beautiful. 5, 4, lovely. 2, woo! And last one. Good, well done. And then just come into standing position, and we'll just do a little bit more balance work. So hips forward. We're just going to take that leg into kind of a semi-straight leg, and then just lift. Lift for 2, lift for 3, for 4, 4, 3. So you're almost leaning back a little bit. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the legs to the side, draw the tummy in, lift. Try and keep headlights on the hips, so you're not lifting too high. 3, 4, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just into that hip extension. So come into the front knee. Make sure that you tuck in the tailbone, keeping the shoulders down, arms out. Keep that core connected and just lift. Only a few inches, not too much. If you lift too high, just take the pelvis a little bit out of alignment. 8 more. 8, 7, 6. So challenging the balance while we're working through the glutes as well. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the heel down, take a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one, big breath in, and out as you bring your arms back towards the heart. Straighten that front leg fully, take the hips back, chin to chest, and just gently float down towards the floor. Stopping at the point where you feel the hamstrings, that might be on your shin, you don't have to force it to the floor. With the hands, take a breath in. Really try and make your breath as full as you can. We tend to shallow breathe a bit too much. So in for 5, out for 6. And again. Last one. Beautiful, well done. And let's switch sides. So again, we're going to just headlights on the hips. Draw the tummy in slightly back, not like this, but slightly back. So you're working the core into that flexion position. Lift and lower. Lift and try and keep headlights on the hips. 3, 4. Sometimes people like to do this. I don't really know why. It helps people balance. And 6. It's like that. And 4, 3. So hip flexion. We'll do some rotation of the hip when we get on the floor. So again, a little bit of softness in the standing leg. Just take your weight slightly over. Lift for 12. And 11. And 10. And 9. And 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Beautiful. To the back. So again, tuck the tailbone, weight forward and lift. And lift. Am I doing the same leg, Paula? I think I might be. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back. I think I am. And take it up. Take a breath in. And out. You know what that means? We've got to do 2 lots on the other side. So if you will have been doing it correctly, guys out there, you can just alternate again, chin to chest, hips back. I'm a bit OCD with things like that, so I'm not quite sure how I've done that. And then just hold. I don't know if I am or not, you know. And then soften the knee and gently come up. Okay, you'll have done it right, you'll have done it right. Oh. Then just take one foot in front of the other and take it up. And then we're just going to really send it out. Take a breath in through the nose. Anyone else feeling a little bit dishevelled, disorientated at the minute? There doesn't seem to be a second, does there, at Christmas time? And gently up. Take another big breath in. Exhale over. Inhale to stay. Exhale back. Some more stretches just to feel good. And just pull back. Oh. Chin towards the chest. That's where I've jarred it, my neck a bit as well. And relax. Well done. Let's come to that other side. So again, up and just pull over. Just notice how you feel laterally. If there's a bit of tightness through the side of the body. Take a breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. And almost think about expanding that ribcage on the inhale. Getting into the lat muscles. And gently back to centre position. Well done. Let's go into a little bit more balance. So we're just going to bring our leg up and we're just going to hold for 4. So 4 overhead reaches. And then we're going to do a little bit of more kind of développé. And 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And hold. And kick out for 10. For 9. For 8. For 7. For 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Well done. Take that foot back over and then bring the hips back and the weight all the way forward like you're falling down. Getting that beautiful stretch through the hamstrings particularly. You might feel it almost going a little bit up into the bottom and the lower back. Really think about your breath today. Inhale. Out breath. In breath. Out breath. Last one, inhale. And gently up. And because my brain isn't functioning very well today, it's the back leg that you stood on, so come to stand on the other one. Okay, and then up. And then just hold, draw the belly in. And when it gets to 12:52, 18 years ago today, my middle child was born. It's his 18th today. So that's probably why I'm feeling a bit giddy. And hold. And then out for 10. For 9. For 8. I wasn't giddy at 8 minutes to 1 when he was born. He was whisked off to neonatal, which was pretty terrifying, but he's healthy now. Healthy 6 foot now. 3, 2, thankfully doesn't take after his mum. And 1. And then take it over. Take the hips back, chin to chest, and just gently, gently down. Letting the head just hang towards the thigh area. If you're very tight through the hamstrings, just release it. Don't force it down. Take a breath in. And out. And in. And out. 2 more breaths. Last one, breath in through the nose and gently up. So we'll do a little bit more strength work through the legs and the bum, and we'll make sure we do lots of nice stretches as well. Yeah, keep an eye on the time so I know what I want to cover. Okay, so come into your kind of low plie position where the feet are turned out. And we're just going to hold shoulders down and then turn the palms up and just bring them in and out as you raise one heel for 2, for 3. Normally we'll do this with weights, but I just don't want to pull today. 4. So think about just all these movements, really good for the lymphatic system. And then the other way, I promise I've not been on the champagne or something, guys, today. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then lift both for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hold, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done, good work. Come on up, and then just keep them feet kind of slightly turned in, and then just come down like this, and just have a little kind of rock into the inner thighs. Yeah. And then just push the knees out. Notice how tight the adductors are, them inner thigh muscles. Whoa. And then push into the heel and up we come. Ooh. And then turn into a lunge position. Shoulders down, weight slightly forward, that back leg nice and long. Yeah, so you're getting almost a stretch as well as a workout for it. And down. And 2. And 3. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'll say hello to the janitors who will probably do the recording. And just hold. Take the foot in a little bit, drive the heel down just in case the calves are still a little bit tight. Hold that position. Beautiful. And then 2 lots of 8 on the other side. 2 lots of 8 sound better than 16, don't they, if you don't like lunges very much. So again, be careful that you're not arching. Slightly forward and make sure that front knee doesn't come over the toes. And for 2, for 3, for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more for 8, for 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Take the back heel into the mat again. One final stretch of that calf. We'll do 1 more stretch and 1 more balance, and then we'll get down on the floor. So let's do the balance first. So take 1 foot in front of the other. I'm really kidding. And then just palms together, draw the belly in, shoulders down. Take a rotation. The spine can do a lot. Flex, extend, rotate and laterally flex. So we need to try and move it in all the directions. If you're finding this a little bit troublesome, then you can always put your feet together. And again. And then just hold, push your palms together and see if you can close your eyes. Don't worry if you don't feel comfortable to do it. And open, well done. And then the other side. Oh, I think I'm ready for a rest, you know. And then just again, Push in, draw the tummy in, take it round. And back to centre. The other way. And centre. Keeping the tummy drawn in. Gently round. And centre. And again. Nice healthy spine is what Pilates is about. And then again, hold. Push them hands in, see if you can take your visual away. Last one. Well done, oh, much better on that side. Good, and then just come into like a little bit of softness in the knee. Yeah, and then turn the body. And then bring the chin to chest and take the hips back. And then just gently let everything become really heavy. And it's just rolling down laterally towards one foot. Yeah. And just take a gorgeous breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last one breath in. And just gently back up. Beautiful, well done. And to the other side. So again, take the waist round, chin to chest, hips backwards, weight forwards, just gently start floating down to that side. Noticing if one side of the spine is tighter than the other. Take a breath in at the bottom. And out. In. And out. Last one, breath in. And gently back up. Fabulous. Okay, let's come down to the floor. Let's go into some side work. We're going to do, we've not done développé for a while, so I'll just remind you. So you want to, again, as always, keep that bottom waist lifted as much as you can. So we're going to take the top foot. So think about your big toe. You slightly externally rotate the hip a little bit. That hurt in my shoulder. And then just bring the big toe up and straighten it and then lengthen it. Yeah, so big toe in, straighten the leg, lengthen it. And again. And lengthen. Dancy Bustle's got a Pilates video, you know. I mean, obviously she's incredibly elegant and an amazing dancer. She's a bit annoying to watch sometimes, but she does something like développé. Oh my God, it's amazing. You feel like a lesser human being because her leg's somewhere over her head. And again, let's do two more. And lift and lengthen. And last one. And then bring it in. And then just kick it out and bend. Kick it out for two. Kick it out for three. Make sure that top hip is not rolling backwards as well. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Well done. Take it down. Lengthen the top leg, bend the bottom knee. Let's take it into some rectangles now. So take the leg up. Take it forward, keep the hips really stable, back and down, forward, lift, back, down, forward, lift, back, down, and again. My husband, he's just given up. He used to sing in a band and he's just stopped, but he's singing on the 3rd floor and I can hear him down here. And 3, whistling as well, 2, and he's decided to decorate. We're going to run out of time anyway. And then lift along, down and back. I'm trying to see what he's singing, Paula. And back. And then pulse for 12, nearly there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. And then just bring the heel into bum. I fell on my wrist as well, so it's just, yeah. Honestly, I'm such a klutz. It's annoying because I can, you know, when you can hear a tune, but you can't quite hear exactly. And then bring the hips forward, and then out and back. Sweet home Alabama, that's where it is. And again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got a massage at 2:30. Better not be singing when she comes. She'll think she's entering some kind of madhouse. And 6 more for 6. For 5, take your mind off of this, Paula. 4, 3, keep them hips level if you can. 2, and then just opens without the kick, just for 8. Lower. For 7, hold. Lower. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're all out there thinking, oh, she must be married, it must be so lovely, smiley all the time. It's not. He's obviously in a good mood today. And then place the foot on the knee, let the knee just push away, and then up we come. We don't normally go out in school now, because we're out tonight. So again, try and take that breath in for 5. Out for 6. In for 6. Out for 7. It is not easy exhaling for a long length of time. We tend to really shallow out breath. And then hold into that hamstring. So just grab the back of the legs, flex the foot, just hold the calf, stretch, and then circle, 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 circle the other way. Beautiful. Take the other leg straight and just use the opposite hand just to pull it a little bit across the midline. You can go all the way if you want, but just be careful because it is a deep spinal stretch, that one. Breath should be there to help you. Last one. Well done. And then just come over gently onto that side to get yourself up to do the other side before I forget what we've done. So again, we're going to do that développé first. So what I want you to do is keep the hips and the knees and your ankles stacked. Lift up that bottom waist. Have a little bit of kind of softness in the bottom knee. So the top foot slightly longer. Externally rotate the top hip and then bring it in, up and lengthen. And for 2. Really out. So you're kind of straightening and then almost arcing, making an arc. And good. And 6. And 5. Good work. 4. 3 more. 3. 2. Excellent. 1. then just bring it back in, and then just kick it for 10, kick for 9, kick for 8, kick for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I'll say hello to my friend Liz, who really likes bar leg stuff, so I'm going to do this one for you, babe, today. And then just bend the bottom knee. Again, lengthen the top leg, lift it, take it across the bottom, lift a little bit across the top and down, that real kind of rectangle shape. And again, 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go the other way, lift up, across, down and back. Lift up, across, down and back. Up, across, down, back. Up, across, down, back. 2 more. 2 and 1. Back pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Just take a little stretch of the thigh. Try not to have the leg here. Pull it backwards so you feel in the deep quadricep stretch. Nearly done with the bums, guys. Good work. And then into your plank. So you can come up and elbow if you want. Sometimes it's nice to make a little pillow. Keep the hips facing forward. We've got 10 where we're kicking the leg out, back in and lower. And for 9, remember the glute max is the powerhouse of the body. It's not just the core. Keeps the back strong. And again. Good. And for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 10 just little closes. So, and hold. Hold. 8, 7, don't over rotate the top hip. 6, 5, 4, 3, bums are done, we're on to tongues, bums and tongues, and then lower, well done. Before we do, nice little gluteal stretch. Whoa. Sorry, I'm just going to stretch my neck a little bit, I'll give it a rub. So just take that foot on the knee, bring the underneath foot away to increase it, pushing in, and practice that really deep inhalation, exhalation, slightly longer exhale. Last one. Well done. Take the foot down, lengthen the leg, just flex the foot. Hold and just point. Flex, hold and point. Flex, circle. Circle the other way. And then just hold the leg nice and straight, the other leg opposite hand towards, and just come into a little bit of either just leg halfway or the full way if you want a spinal stretch. Take a breath in and out. In and out. Last one, breath in and out. Well done, beautiful. Okay, let's come to, I think we're still recording. Yay. Okay, let's come to some abdominal work, guys. So again, we're just going to work really super precise. So we're going to do some chest lifts. And I've been trying to work on this quite a lot with people so that they're not moving through the pelvis when they're doing chest lift. So walk the feet as though you're going to do a bridge. So if you walk the heels in towards the bottom, shins are underneath the knee, that would be a bridge position. But now we're just going to walk the foot away. And that's an optimum position. Pubic bone, hip bones, belly button, that nice flat position. The hip bones are not higher than the pubic bone, and likewise you're not squishing the lower back in. The next important bit is the ribs. They're in and down. They are together and they stay together. Take the hands, interlink the fingers, elbows into your peripheral view, chin towards the chest, and just lift. And just check that you're not lifting and going into imprint at the same time. And then gently down, just so your head is hovering. And then lift. And lower. Keep the elbows wide. I have to remind myself, even now, to keep the elbows from not hugging. And again. And lower. So you kind of see your elbows in your peripheral view. And again, for 8. Feel everything. Tightening. If you can't feel it, you're not coming up high enough. Come up a bit higher. Lower. And again. Lower. For 6. For 5. For 4. 3. It's going quick today, class. 2. And 1. This is my new favourite exercise. And then just take the legs nice and long. And again, you want to think about your posture here. Well, you always want to think about your posture. But your elbows are wide, so your rib cage is on the mat. There's a little gap underneath the lower lumbar spine, and your bum is on the mat as well. Chin towards the chest. Draw the pelvic floor in and up about 30%. Draw the navel towards the spine. And keep in that position as we lift again and lower. If you want to try and lift your leg a few inches at the same time and lower, you can. 8 on one side. First 7 and lower. First 6. So try not to bring your head all the way to the floor. And 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Well done, the other side, and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, oh, beautiful, and 1. And just feel all this core feeling super strong. Take your arms out to capital T, bring your legs together, the nice last 5 minutes. So we're just going to glue the legs together. We're just going to take a series of back stretches. We're going to take the knees to the right, the head to the left. Draw the belly in even more, bring the knees to centre. The other direction. And back. And again. Inhaling as knees come over. Exhaling centre. Notice how the back felt when you first started, and hopefully another 3 or 4 of these in each direction, it should start feeling easier. Last one. Beautiful. Very similar, but the Australian Pilates Physio Institute teach supine spine like this, which is quite nice. Some people prefer this one. So just take one knee over, and we're just gently going to take that foot to the floor as we turn the head the other way. We're going to stay into the stretch here. So we're going to inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath, draw the belly in. And again, inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath, draw the tummy in. Last one. Back to center. Switch the other side. Take the foot to the floor. Inhale, let the belly rise. Out breath, release. And again. Two more. Last one. Excellent. And then just literally cross your ankles, bring your knees into chest and just hug them. Really nice. Sometimes the body this time of year just needs lots and lots of deep stretches at the end. And then we're just going to gently turn over onto our tummies. And we're just going to literally send the left hand towards the left foot and try and pull that heel. Where if you find this easy, you probably won't know what the big hassle is about. I find this quite easy, but a lot of people really struggle with it. So that is a challenge for a lot of people. For me, I need to really push my pubic bone down, tuck my tailbone to feel the stretch, and sometimes I like to lift the thigh away as well. Just hold. Beautiful, well done. To the other side, so again, pull the heel in. Heel should, hopefully you're wanting it to get towards the bottom. Push the pubic bone down if you want to increase it, and if you want to increase it even more, take the thigh away from the floor. But again, go to your own range of motion. And then just gently push yourself away and take the big toes together and just come into that beautiful, I'm just going to soften my elbows today, guys. I don't want to stretch my arms out too much. And just in this position again, on the inhale, think about expanding the rib cage. Exhale, release. And again. Two more. Last one. Excellent. And then just bring your arms around to one side. Take a beautiful breath in. And out. In. And out. Last one. Excellent. To the other side. Again, breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. In. Out. Last one. Excellent. And then on to your 4-point kneeling. And then just take a cow pose, take a breath in. Exhale feel as you round the back. Inhale the other way. Exhale round. And then back to centre. And just tuck the toes, walk the hands back towards the feet, soft through the knees, let everything just hang, and then just gently, gently restacking the spine, back up, round in the shoulders, round and down. And